Have you ever wondered what behaviors are toxic in a relationship? This question is more important than many of us realize. Relationships, the bonds that connect us, the emotional ties that weave our lives together, can sometimes hide subtle toxicity that can harm our mental and emotional well-being. Understanding what constitutes toxic behavior is crucial. It's like knowing the difference between fresh and spoiled food. You wouldn't knowingly consume something off, would you? Then why tolerate unhealthy patterns in your relationship? Recognizing toxic behaviors can be the first step towards improving the health of your relationship, and in turn, your personal happiness and peace of mind. So, let's pull back the curtain and shine a light on these harmful behaviors. Let's equip ourselves with knowledge and understanding, because the more we know, the better we can protect ourselves and nurture healthier relationships. Stay tuned as we delve into 8 toxic behaviors you should never tolerate in your relationship. First on our list is constant criticism. Picture this: every action, every word, every choice you make is met with a barrage of negative comments. It's as if you can do nothing right. This is the reality for those trapped in the whirlwind of constant criticism. It's a relentless flood of negativity that slowly chips away at a person's self-esteem, confidence, and joy. It's a toxic behavior that's far from just harmless teasing or simple disagreement. The one on the receiving end often starts to question their worth, their decisions, and even their own reality. It's like living under a dark cloud of doubt and fear. This is why constant criticism is so damaging. It creates an environment of hostility instead of nurturing love and respect. But let's clarify one thing. Constructive criticism is not the same as constant criticism. Constructive criticism aims to help and improve, while constant criticism only seeks to belittle and control. Remember, constructive criticism is different from constant, unending criticism. Next up is control and manipulation. A toxic behavior that can be as subtle as it is harmful. Control and manipulation often present themselves in various forms. It can be as overt as dictating your partner's actions, or as subtle as guilt-tripping them into behaving a certain way. It's a toxic behavior that feeds off power imbalance, aiming to make one party feel superior by making the other feel inferior. Control and manipulation can also creep in under the guise of concern. For instance, a partner might insist on deciding what you should wear or eat, claiming they're just looking out for your best interest. But remember, it's not about care, it's about control. This behavior is harmful because it erodes self-esteem and autonomy, creating a sense of dependency. It stifles personal growth and undermines trust and equality, both of which are essential pillars for a healthy relationship. A relationship should be based on mutual respect and understanding, not control or manipulation. Moving on to the third toxic behavior, dishonesty. Honesty is like a compass guiding a relationship through the tumultuous sea of life. When honesty is removed, trust is eroded, like a sandcastle succumbing to the relentless waves. Without trust, insecurity creeps in, casting long, dark shadows over the relationship. Dishonesty can manifest in various ways, from small white lies to monumental deceptions. Regardless of the magnitude, dishonesty is a corrosive force, slowly eating away at the fabric of a relationship. It plants seeds of doubt and suspicion, causing love to wither in the harsh climate of mistrust. So remember, it's crucial to promote honesty in your relationship. Encourage open and transparent communication. Address issues head-on rather than burying them under a pile of lies. Because at the end of the day, honesty is not just a virtue, it's a necessity. Honesty is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Fourth on our list is jealousy and possessiveness. These two emotions, while normal in small doses, can poison a relationship when they spiral out of control. Jealousy, the green-eyed monster, is a response to a perceived threat. It's a feeling that someone could take something or someone we value. It's normal to feel a twinge of jealousy from time to time, but when jealousy becomes a constant companion, it can erode trust and breed insecurity. Possessiveness, on the other hand, is a desire to control or dominate. It's an attempt to dictate who a partner can spend time with, where they can go, what they can do. This is not love, but control. It stifles independence and personal growth. Both jealousy and possessiveness stem from insecurity and fear, not love or respect. They can create a toxic environment in a relationship, undermining the very foundation of trust and mutual respect. A little jealousy is normal, but when it becomes possessive, it's a red flag. Halfway through our list, we have disrespect. Disrespect can show up in various ways in a relationship. It could be as blatant as name-calling, belittling, or constant interruptions. Or it could be more subtle, like dismissing your partner's feelings, opinions, or experiences. When disrespect sneaks into a relationship, it's like an invisible poison, slowly eroding trust and connection. It undermines the value of one partner in the eyes of the other, creating a power imbalance that can lead to further toxicity. Disrespect can also create a hostile environment where open communication is stifled and resentment grows. It's like a weed that, if left unchecked, can overrun the beautiful garden of your relationship. So pay attention to how you treat each other. Remember, everyone deserves to be heard, valued, and treated with kindness. Respect isn't just a nice to have, it's a must have. Respect is a fundamental aspect of any healthy relationship. Next is neglect and indifference. These are not just about forgetting anniversaries or not helping with the dishes. It's about the absence of emotional investment and the unwillingness to engage in the relationship. Neglect is when one partner consistently fails to pay attention to the other's needs or feelings. It's like living with a ghost. Indifference, on the other hand, is the silent killer of relationships. It's when one person no longer cares about the other's happiness, well-being, or even their existence. This apathy can be more hurtful than any harsh word or heated argument. Why is it a sign of a toxic relationship? Because true love is never indifferent. It's about being present, attentive, and invested. It's about the little things like asking about their day, listening to their thoughts, and making them feel valued. Remember, a relationship is a shared journey. Love is about caring and being there for each other. Seventh on our list is lack of communication. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship, romantic or otherwise. It's the bridge that connects two hearts, two minds, and two souls. When that bridge starts to crumble due to a lack of communication, misunderstandings and misinterpretations can creep in, creating a chasm between partners. Imagine trying to navigate a labyrinth in the dark. That's what a relationship without communication feels like. You're left guessing, assuming, and often misunderstanding. It's like a game of broken telephone, where the message gets distorted with each pass. This lack of communication can lead to feelings of frustration and isolation, creating distance in a relationship. It's like being in the same room but feeling a million miles apart. It's essential to remember that silence can sometimes be as loud as words. So, keep the lines of communication open. Share your thoughts, your feelings, your dreams, and your fears. Because good communication is key to a healthy relationship. Last but definitely not least is emotional or physical abuse. This is the most toxic behavior of all, and it is absolutely crucial to recognize and address it. Emotional abuse can take many forms, including belittlement, humiliation, and consistent invalidation of your feelings. It's subtle yet destructive, eroding self-esteem and personal identity over time. Physical abuse, on the other hand, is more overt but no less damaging. It involves any form of violence, whether it's slapping, punching, or any other act of physical harm. It's important to remember that no amount of love or commitment can justify such behavior. The gravity of these behaviors cannot be overstated. They are not just toxic, they are dangerous. They can leave deep, lasting scars, both physically and emotionally. No one should ever have to endure such treatment. If you find yourself in such a situation, seek help immediately. Everyone deserves to be in a safe and loving relationship. And there you have it, the 8 toxic behaviors you should never tolerate in a relationship. Let's take a brief walk back through them. Constant criticism, control and manipulation, dishonesty, jealousy and possessiveness, disrespect, neglect and indifference, lack of communication, and emotional or physical abuse. Each of these behaviors can cause significant damage to a relationship and to your individual well-being. They can erode trust, breed resentment, and ultimately make your relationship a source of stress rather than support. It is crucial to remember that a relationship should enhance your life, not diminish it. If you recognize any of these toxic behaviors, it's important to address them. Seek help if needed. A healthy relationship is not just about avoiding the bad, but also about fostering the good. Love, respect, communication, and security. Remember, A healthy relationship is one where both parties feel loved, respected, and secure. Don't settle for anything less.